York State, in the rural part of New York State. I live on a farm, and welcome. My studio is in a meadow on the hill, and I'm located between Canisteo and Greenwood, New York. If you're on tonight, say hi. Tell me where you're from and just chat and say hello. So I hope you really enjoy these projects. I also want to share a few other things with you, and I'm going to put the screen or the view to the project view. And these are the projects we're doing tonight. A couple of children's cards, and we're also doing this little gift bag and with a Day at the Farm Designer Series paper, and it also has this little card that sits inside this clear envelope on the front. And we're stuck here on the die cut. So that's going to slide right down in there. Last week I had some technology problems. I didn't realize that our internet, one of the pods, Wi-Fi pods in our house was dead. And so anyways, that is fixed, so we should be good to go. So you let me know if there's a problem. Margaret? Also, last week's winner for commenting or sharing is Jerry Darley. Jerry, thank you so much. This week, if you comment, you will be put into a drawing for a package of the new Enamel Dot Essentials. And there's some navy blue, some crumb cake, and some white dots in there. And that's if you comment. And if you share, you can choose either those dots, or I have a gently used stamp set, the Falling Leaves. Let me grab it here. I brought it in here and set it down. And where did I set it? Anyways, I'm not seeing it right off here, but I'll come back to that. And huh. Well, anyways. I want to tell you also about my Sweet Notes Card Club that's coming up. This registration is open now for that. Oh, here's that stamp set. It is hardly used. Soft Seedlings is the name of it. If you share. So if you share tonight, um, comment shared, because I don't always see all of I can't always see all of the comments when I go back and look. So I know, but if you share, you have the option of this stamp set or the Enamel Dot Essentials. And these are if you comment. So there's two different prizes here tonight. Um, Sweet Notes Card Club is open now for registration. It's featuring the beautiful Petal Park bundle, and you get everything, the die cuts, everything you need to make 8 gorgeous cards, 2 each of 4 different designs. The die cuts, this is a Petal Park, which is the punch, and it comes with a floral stamp set. So these dies are not part of that, so I will have them all cut out for you. And you will also get half a pack of the Regency Park Designer Series paper, a spool of the navy ribbon, which I love, and a package of the Milky adhesive back dots. Hey, Teresa. Hi, Mom. Hey, Ann. So nice to see you all there tonight. So if you're interested in this, your registration is open. I have it on in my email letter, but I'll put a link in the comments tonight below for this also. And one more announcement, and that is my in my home in-person stamping is this Saturday to 1 to 4 from 1 to 4 p.m. And I would love to have you come if you're interested in that. We're going to make um 3 different cards, 2 of each, so 6 cards, and the cost is free with a $25 order, or it's $20. Everything is pre-cut and ready to go, and we have a lot of fun with that. If you want to get the kits for the items tonight, 2 of each of these cards and 1 of the materials to make the bag and the card, Everything comes in that kit. It's pre-cut, the designer series paper and the die cuts. Um, and also you need to stamp it, and so you need to have a stamp set. And it is in the US. I can only ship in the USA only. But anyways, if you would like this, all you need to do to get it free is to place an order of $35 or more in my online store before tax and shipping. And if you order is $50 or more, I will give you a package of these. I love these. They're iridescent pastel gems, and I'm going to use these tonight. And that is if your order is $50 or more. And this is good through next Monday at midnight. So let's get started. And the first thing we're going to do is this darling card with the Silly Goose stamp set. And I love this stamp set. I'll show it to you here. And I'm also using the Gingham Designer Series paper, which actually is out of stock right now, but I think it's coming back in this week. Chris? So this is a Silly Goose stamp set, and it has some great sentiments. A silly goose told me it's your birthday. This goose forgot. You've got a friend of me, goosebumps, and it has darling caricatures with the little geese. And we're gonna use the Gingham Designer Series paper. And also, if you get the kit, you will get a free PDF tutorial for this. And I'm going to say the measurements tonight, but the details will be in the PDF tutorial. So I've got a piece of cardstock. This is the thick basic white cardstock. It's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25, or you can fold it in half and burnish it just like this. And I've got something on the back of that a little bit. I have a piece of the Country Gingham Designer Series paper, a strip of that, and I believe this is 1.5 inches wide. And I have a piece of sweet sorbet cardstock, and I've used the Scallop Contours die on that. And this is a Scallop Contours die set. If you don't have it, it's like a tool I use all the time. It's a great set. Thanks, Teresa. And I just die cut this like this. Ran it through my Stamp and Emboss machine. Okay. And what we're gonna do is, and this is both of these are 5.25 inches in length. And I'm just gonna put some seal on that. And I'm bringing in my silicone mat. If you have trouble, run it a little bit on that mat. My favorite adhesive is the Stampin' Seal Plus, but I am out of it. So we're going to adhere this. Looks pretty even. I don't know if you didn't hear last week, I had problems with the internet, and we found out that one of our Wi-Fi pods was dead and not working, and that's what was wrong. So the technician actually lives not too far from me, and he came like, you gotta love technology, but man, is it frustrating sometimes. Oops, yep, we're gonna put this on before the ribbon. I better stand up and make sure I've got it lined up right. Okay, so I'm going in just a little bit on that side and trying to get the top and the bottom even on that. And then I have a piece, I'm going to grab a piece of the gingham, our black and white gingham checked ribbon. I love this ribbon, and we're going to go all the way around and create a bow. Does anybody else have the Silly Goose stamp set? I think it's so funny. I was hoping they'd come out with the dies for it. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive here just to help hold it while, sorry, I almost dropped my tape. While I'm tying that bow. All right, so just to hold it down right there. We're going to flip this over and do our bow here. And we don't want that twisted. Okay. We'll tie that around. Nobody has silly goose, huh? I just think it's funny. Well, I feel like I'm all thumbs here tonight. Here we go. I had grandsons. I had grandsons this weekend, so I was like really in a hurry to prep for tonight. And then I was gonna go to my grandson Levi's basketball game, but he got sick and isn't playing. I was gonna do my live earlier today. Poor kid. He is better, but not well enough to play. Teresa, you don't have it? What I'd love is if you guys would show, you're not a part of that. Anyone can join that group. Inking Joy Stampers. I would love it if you guys post some kid cards that you've done this week with current product. And it would be so much fun to see. All right, so there is our basic card is done, except I'm going to stamp a little bit of grass here. And that is in that Silly Goose stamp set. There's a grass stamp. Here it is. I'm looking for it. It's right in front of me. And I'm going to use Granny Apple Green ink. Well, hello from the Netherlands. Nice to have you here. I've always wanted to go to the Netherlands. Some of my great grandparents are from the Netherlands. Okay, so we've got our little bit of grass there. We just need a little bit for the little goose. And now we're gonna grab our piece of scrap paper for the goose. And what did I do with it? Let me go grab a piece. We're gonna ink that up with Memento black ink and color it. So we'll bring that down right there. And I love this goose with the balloon. Isn't that adorable? I just think that's so cute. And Memento black. It's right here. And when you have kind of a larger stamp, it's just easier to ink it like that, upside down. We're gonna stamp our goose on here and then color it in. And I'm not using a lot of different colors. I'm using the Sweet Sorbet, light and dark. And these are the Stampin' Blends. These are an alcohol-based marker, so they will leak through onto the other side. So you want to be careful what you're coloring on when you do that. Use these because they will bleed through like that. And I'm just going to go back with the dark here and just kind of go over where these, I might add a little bit of dark there and a little bit here. I'm not making this, not spending a huge amount of time on the coloring of this. We're going to go in and do the hat just red and the little bits of the little pom-pom on the top there. And I'm going to grab my pumpkin pie for the goose's beak and feet. And these have two ends, a brush tip and a bullet tip. And I like the bullet tip. Hi, Nikki. Is that how you say your name? I hope I'm saying that right. You really like this set? I do too. I just think it's adorable. Okay, so our goose is done, and I already fussy cut this out just to save time because um I don't want to keep you guys horribly long. So I've already and you this is one reason I was wishing and hoping they would come out with the dies for this set, but it doesn't look like they're going to. So I have done the fussy cutting, and I've already put the dimensionals on it, or as Jeannie Andrews says, the elevators. I've got a small one and a couple large ones. And we'll put our little goose right there. And we're going to add some of those iridescent pastel gems. Now these look reddish to me, and I'm going to use them on here. I think they look good on here. We'll put one. This is the putty end of the Take Your Pick tool. We'll put one right here. And we'll grab a couple smaller ones. And we'll put this one maybe right there. And it could even stand a few more. And then for the inside, you could put a piece of the basic white cardstock and use a little bit of the Country Gingham DSP. Oh, I forgot you got to do the sentiment. And again, for this one, I'm using the Stylish Shapes dies. And that's another basic die cutting set that you would want for your tools. And the sentiment says, "A silly goose told me it's your birthday," and I'm using the Sweet Sorbet ink. A silly goose told me it was your birthday. So we'll ink this up just like that. Let's see if I can get this straight. Not too bad. And we'll put some dimensionals on the back of that. Thanks, Mom. I know, if they only had dies for each stamp set, that would be wonderful. Dimensionals. Here we are. Okay, so the large dimensionals will work on the back of this. Those are the small ones. And another sheet of small ones. Maybe this would be the large ones. Here we go. And we're going to put probably 4 on the back of this. All right, so I think I'm going to cut this end off straight on this side. So I want my scissors to intersect right with that point in the middle there. Just like that. All right, let's see if that looks straight. It does look straight. And we could put another little gem there. Maybe we'll put that one there. So there is that card. All right. So let's do card number 2. Hi, Jerry. Hey, Rosalie. Nice to see you gals on there. Jerry, you won the prize for commenting this week, so I will be sending you some gems, or if you're coming to my stamping in my studio Saturday, I can give them to you then. And for those of you who weren't on here this week for commenting, your names will go in to receive this enamel dot essentials. This is a new pack with Night of Navy, crumb cake, and a white. And then if you share, you have the option of getting the soft seedling set or those dots. And this is very gently used. I hardly used this set at all. So, okay, so there's that. All right, so we're going to do our second card is with the Adorable Owl stamp set. And this is crumb cake. It's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I'm looking for my BOMA folder and it's right here. And this is going to go landscape like this. And then I have some strips of cardstock that's varying. It's the gingham, country gingham designer series paper, varying widths. Some are 1 1/4 and some are 1 inch. And we're just kind of put that haphazardly on the front like this. Not quite that haphazardly, but my other card I'm going to put tails on these because I want to see if I like it better with the tails. So to do the tails, we're going to cut straight up and then to the center from each side. There's one. We'll do another one here. Okay. Oh no, it's freezing. Oh no. No, 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 no. Well, I'm going to have to get another Wi-Fi pod probably. It was the one pod last week was dead, and he said that I could add a third one. I'm so sorry, you guys. And I'm using the seal. Okay, and we're gonna go kind of like this. Buffering on YouTube off and on. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to do something about that. Kind of like this. We're gonna do a red one. Like that. I think I'll do this one this way. Twine and wrap it around. Yes, freezing. I could go off and try coming back on. I don't know what to do. Okay, and I'm wrapping this around here twice. Has it been freezing the whole time or did it just start doing it? Like that. To go. Sorry, I got that goofed up here. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this card and then I'm going to come back on with the bag, the gift bag. 'Cause that is a really cute project and I want to, this one you don't want to miss. All right, so there's our crumb cake. Now I have a piece, a round circle that is die cut with the stylish shapes dies. It is right here. And I'm going to stamp little owl. This is from the Adorable Owls, and this is the little um okay, Aniki, I will continue. Thank you. Use Memento black ink with your alcohol markers. And I'm grabbing the sentiment. And this is a free stamp set. So if you place an order with me of $50, not only will you get the kits and the little gems, but you can choose right now during celebration till the end of the month, you can choose a free product from the little celebration catalog. And this is one of the free products, the Adorable Owl stamp set. So one of the sentiments from that says, "It's your day." And we're going to stamp that on there. Okay. And then I'm going to come in and we're going to color that little owl. And I've got, and then dark around here. I'm using the brush tip. The one thing with the blends you want to be careful of is the ink will spread a little bit. So you want to watch that. And that's how the Memento helps. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with a light. They are adorable. Teresa, you have the owl set? I know, and kids love, little woodland animals. We're going to do his tummy, look a lighter color, and around here. And go up like this. And then we're going to come back in with the dark. I'm going to put the top on this before I start wearing it. And we're just going to go right here down like that on his tummy. And then we're going to use a little pumpkin pie for his beak. And feet. And I'm using a bullet tip. Then I'm going to come in with a balmy glue and do around his eyes here. There. And he is basically done. We'll pop some dimensionals on there. Whoops. Let's see what else is going on in the Stampin' Up! World. If you join right now, the starter kit is a wonderful deal. It's $175 worth of product and you only pay $129. And you also get the free mini boho or mini white Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So that's a $63 value in itself. And then if you're not interested in the Stampin' Cotton Emboss machine, you pay $99 for the $175 worth of product. So that is super, super. Okay, so we're gonna pop him up right about here on our card. And we're gonna bring in those pastel gems. And what did I do with them? Here they are. All right, let's use the blue. Oh, oops, we don't want it there. We want it right there. Let's put one there. Maybe one up there. And then you would put your inside piece. I think on the other one I did here, I had a piece of the Gingham Designer Series paper on the side there. So which do you like better, with the tails or like this? I think I like the tails better on the strips. But either way, it's cute. Whoops, holding it too high. So let me know what you think about that. All right, so let's do the bag. And this adorable bag, I'll show it to you again in case you didn't see it at the beginning. So this is made from the Day at the Farm Designer Series paper. And this is a free pack of paper that's a Salabration item. It's free with a $50 order. And then it has this little birthday card. Happy birthday. And I don't usually do the inside of my cards until I give them to people. So, and this slips right back in there. So I'm going to set this aside and tell you how to make this. So I'm going to use a different pattern paper from that paper pack. And this is has the geese and the chicks on it. And this goes with the On the Farm stamp set and the dies. And here's the stamp set. And a lot of the dies cut out images on the Designer Series paper with all the animals on it. Tails. Yeah, me too. I like the tails better. All right. So we need two pieces of card of DSP that's 10 by 10. Move some of this stuff out of here. I'm going to pull the arm, see if you guys can see this. I'll try and get it so you can see it. So I'm going to cut two at a time here. This is at the 10-inch mark. And we're going to save these strips here, okay? And then we want another end at 10 inches. So it's 10 by 10 inches. So we're cutting off 2 inches, two different ways. All right, now each of these we're going to score at the top, and we want this to be the top because of the pattern of our paper. All right, so we're going to score this at 1 inch, which is right here. And this is my scoring blade. You don't want to push down really hard when you're scoring Designer Series paper because you'll go right through it, because I have done that. And then the other three sides we're going to score at 2 inches. We have chickens right now, and I love those chickens. They are so funny. When my husband feeds the cats, I'm going to score this the same exact way. 1 inch at the top and then 2 inches on all the other sides. So we have cats that my husband feeds. And then when the chickens see him coming with the cat food, they all run over to where the cats are. They want to eat the cat food. And so my husband Mac has gotten so he takes something for the chickens so they're not eating all the cat food. But even if we're down near them, they will come over and they're clucking and talking to us and hoping we have a little treat for them. Oops. All right, so we've got those stored. I'm going to move this out of the way. For the tiny, oh, that's a good idea. For the, Nikki says, a little tip for you for the tiny dies, I put a strip of tear and tape on the back of the cardstock instead of the adhesive sheets. That's really cool. No, we thought they don't. We thought the cats would go after the chickens and they don't. I don't know if they're afraid of them. I do not know what the deal is there, but we were really surprised. They back right down and let the chickens go in there. Okay, so I'm gonna fold um all of my sides here. Okay. All right. So we want this, I want this to be the outside. And then there's this chicken wire pattern on the inside. So we're gonna flip this down and I'm gonna run a piece of tear and tape right along here. Now I'm out of Seal Plus. If I had this with the glue. All right, so we're gonna put that tear and tape there and peel that up and fold this down. All right, then on the bottom part here, where these score lines are, we're going to cut up to this score line right there. I don't know if you all can, you probably can't see that. So I'm going to cut right up to here. And then I'm going to miter this side just a little bit, because if it doesn't, sometimes it sticks out and it doesn't look nice. All right. Got those mitered. And what we're gonna do now is I want to take my bone folder and just press that down where that double thickness of designer series paper is. Okay. These are gonna fold in. These tabs are gonna fold in like this. And I'm gonna use the multi-purpose liquid glue on that. And this is Stampin' Up's liquid glue. I just have it in a different, I have it in a fine tip glue bottle. So it comes out finer and it does not plug up as bad. So this is going to go in here. I'm just going to fold that a minute. Hey, Deb. Nice to see you on there. And then we're going to put glue on this tab. And fold that in there like that. Okay, we're going to do the exact same thing on this one. So where all the score lines are, we're going to fold them. There it is. Couldn't find it. So our chickens weren't laying as well, and because the days are shorter, and my son got a lamp and put it in the chicken house, and it made a big difference. So they've been laying pretty good. All right, same thing. We're going to put a piece of tear and tape along here. Oh, that much. Right. We're gonna this take your pick tool is such a great all around little brush on it for like when you're getting your die cuts, getting the tiny little pieces out of the die cuts. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here because the tape didn't go all the way over. And we'll fold that down. Cut up. Oops, forgot to miter. I'm going to miter these. Now you could do 6. I'm just going to go down this. And this right here. And we'll add our glue on. And hold that just a minute. Okay, this would be a cute baby gift bag too, for a baby gift. All right. So I'm gonna, one of these, I'm gonna put tear and tape on the inside. Let's do it on this one. And this is gonna be to adhere our other section. Okay. And we need one more piece here. If I can find the end of it. All right, and we'll take these backings off. If you have trouble getting the backing off it, if you press it down with your nail, that seems to help. There we go. There's one. Come on, be nice. The next one. We got a little extra piece right there. And like that. And I'm going to take this one and carefully set it inside it. And the first thing I'm going to do is push it all the way to the bottom. And make sure that's down good there. And then do each side separately, like that. Cute, adorable little bag. This side is up a little farther than I'd like it. All right, so we've got our little bag here. You're going to bed. Okay, good night, you guys. I know the Wi-Fi is not coming in good too, but I'll have to call Armstrong tomorrow. And thank you for stopping by and watching. All right, so I'm going to take that one of those strips that I had left over, and I'm just going to adhere it to the inside and make a handle like this. Okay. Now I have a clear envelope, and I'm going to take that clear envelope, and I'm just, we sell, Stampin' Up! Sells these. They're with all the other envelopes in the catalog. And I'm just going to cut off this flap straight across like right. And I'm going to put tear and tape. And again, you could use seal on one side of it. This is going to be the back, the side that goes on the bag. You want a really strong adhesive for this. Right, and pull these up. One more. And I'm going to put another tiny little piece right there. Okay. So now all you have to do is take your bag and center it on it like this. And this is a great way to use up your designer's piece of cherry cobbler cardstock. It's 4¼ by 11. And you could even use Night of Navy. In fact, I think I might switch and get the Night of Navy. All right, so we're going to cut this 4¼ It's 11 inches long, and we're going to cut it in half at 4¼ And then I'm going to score it at 5½. And we're going to fold that. All right, and I have a piece of basic white cardstock that's 5¼ by 4. And I have some pieces of designer series paper. And this is from Day at the Farm. They're going to go on the front like this. Just like that. And I believe these are 1¾ by 1¾ And that one's crooked. I did say this paper. Right, and we have a circle crumb cake that's cut with a stylish shapes dies, and I'm going to ink that up with Happy Birthday. Or I think I'll just use It's Your Day, which is again from the Adorable Owl stamp set. The paper and I'm gonna cut these apart so they fit better on and Baby Pig. We have piglets due in March. We've got 2 or 3 sows that are expecting babies. We'll put Mama there, and we'll get a tiny little dimensional for the back of the baby. And put the baby right there by the mama. All right, we've got that done. And we're going to get a piece of ribbon. And I'm going to use the navy ribbon that's part of the. So what I'll probably do is later this week get on and see. I'm going to call our internet provider and get on later this week and see if that solves the problem. If it hasn't, then it's okay. So there's our navy ribbon. I'll pull that down just a little bit and over a little. I'm going to pop dimensionals on the back of this. Ooh. I lost my dimensionals. Okay. Ink. Night of Navy ink. We'll cut our tails down here. We got a wacky loop here. Let's fix that. Okay. And I'm going to put it in the sleeve here. Oops. Except the inside needs to be done. And that needs to be anchored with a blue dot, probably. Yeah, be on the card base. Oh my word. All I'm thinking about is the internet not working right. So I'm trying to hurry. Okay, this would be better. I hope. It's your day. And let's put some of those gems on there. Let's go with the red. They look red to me. I wonder what color they're supposed to be. I'll have to get in the catalog and look. Because I don't think they're supposed to be red. All right, it's your day. And we'll slip this right back in here. See if I can get it in here without messing it up. Can get through the video. I hope it's not too horrible. And there's some cute cards and cute projects here. So take care and thanks for watching. And I hope